We don't know everything for sure in life. There are some mysteries. On his deathbed, Henry David Thoreau, a writer and thinker, was asked what he thought happened after you die, and he said, "I'm taking this one lifetime at a time." But even not knowing, people have different guesses or things that make them wonder or stories they tell. Years ago, a woman named Doris Stickney watched something happen in nature and wondered if death for us could be at all like what happened to the dragonfly. And here's a version of her story.
Down below the surface of a quiet pond lived a little colony of water bugs. They were a happy colony, living far away from the sun. For many months, they were very busy, scurrying over the soil, mud on the bottom of the pond. They did notice that every once in a while, one of their colonies seemed to lose interest in going about, clinging to the stem of a pond lily and gradually moving up out of sight, and was seen no more.
"Look," the water bugs said to one another, "one of our colonies is climbing the lily stalk. Where do you think she's going?" Up, up, it slowly went. Even as they watched the water bug disappear from sight, her friends waited and waited, but she didn't return.
"That's funny," said one water bug to another. "Wasn't she happy here?" asked a second. "Where do you suppose she went?" wondered a third.
No one had an answer. They were greatly puzzled. Finally, one of the water bugs, a leader in the colony, gathered her friends together. "I have an idea. The next one of us that climbs up the lily stalk must promise to come back and tell us all where he or she went and why." We promise, they said. One spring day, not long after, the very water bug who had suggested the plan found himself climbing up the lily stalk. Up, up, up he went. Before he knew what was happening, he had broke through the surface of the water and fallen onto the broad green lily pad above. When he awoke, he looked about with surprise. He couldn't believe what he saw. A startling change has come to his old body. His movement revealed 4 silver rings and a long tail. Even as he struggled, he felt an impulse to move his wings. The warmth of the sun soon dried the moisture from the new body. He moved his wings again and suddenly found himself up above the water. He had become a dragonfly. Swooping and dipping in great curves, he flew through the air and felt exhilarated in the new atmosphere. By and by, the new dragonfly lighted happily on a lily pad to rest. And then it was that he chanced to look below to the bottom of the pond. Why, he was right above his old friends, the water bugs. There they were, scurrying around, just as they had been during some time before. The dragonfly remembered the promise. The next one of us who climbs up the lily pad will come back and tell where he or she went and why. Without thinking, the dragonfly darted down. Suddenly, he hit the surface of the water and bounced away. Now that he was a dragonfly, he could no longer go into the water. "I can't return," he said in dismay. "At least I tried, but I can't keep my promise. Even if I could go back, not one of the water bugs would know me in my new body. I guess I'll just have to wait until they become dragonflies too. Then they'll understand what has happened to me and where I went."
And here ends our story about the dragonfly that one person thought might be a story about more than just a dragonfly. In a season where we tell stories about what happens after someone we love dies, we admit the vastness of possibilities and the unknown of what we are required to take one life at a time. And just a reminder, after the doxology, all the children can meet in the foyer to head over for an Easter egg hunt. Blessings in the mystery.